Hi, Russell Cummings here. Want to just do a quick discussion around business failure and some of the factors we need to think about. And the point of that is to, I guess, highlight the areas where you need to focus on to ensure that your business doesn't fail and that you're remaining successful. So let's work quickly through some of these. First one is to always ensure that you target your marketing. Many people have a marketing strategy that's called upright with a pulse and a wallet. Well, that's not really a target market. So you need to understand your target market, carve out a niche in your market where there is little competition, and this will give you better marketing and sales processes, far better focus on your products and service delivery stuff. Your pricing can be more accurate and you can target really good quality people. So your action plan here is you really need to develop a strategic marketing plan that targets your key markets. Second point is failure to plan, and it's that old adage even. Failure to plan is planning to fail. So my advice is that you think about planning very clearly. You have a 5-year plan, you cascade that down to 1-year annual plans, and then within that you have some 90-day detailed plans where you really put the detailed action in for the next 90 days. Make sure you cascade your plans so that you've always got the actions at the right level. Third thing is business models. Make sure you've got really good business models. So a business model is really about how you will engage with your target market and deliver profitable products and services to them. Many people don't think this through and have no clear understanding of where and how they make money. So spend the time to understand where you make money and where you add real value to your customer so that then you can capitalize on that in the future. So the action here is make sure you clearly understand your business model. Effective processes. It's important that we have great processes. Few businesses that I go into have well-documented processes that they understand. It's not about the documentation, it's actually about understanding your processes, and even fewer businesses have effective processes for making improvements. We assume they're really efficient, and most businesses are not. There's 20 or 30% of your costs will be tied up in waste and inefficiency, and you can actually retrieve a large proportion of that because it's opportunity costs. So the action here is apply some really simple tools like our 7 waste process to help you pull some real value back out of the value chain for yourself. Engage your team. You need to build an effective team. If you're going to grow your business beyond a certain point, you need to have a great team. Focus on making sure you've got the right people on the bus and then lead them in the right direction. And it's critical that you give them good feedback so that they can adjust their trajectory along the way. So make sure you engage with your team, give them great feedback, communicate with them, and put some time into working with them and managing with them. And there's a number of articles on our blog around this. Have great sales processes. Sales are the engine, I guess, that drives our businesses, and too many people assume that they're doing a great job in sales, and it's one of the areas where we can normally lift production or lift revenue quite substantially is having a better sales process. So there's too little attention, there's often no structure, no skills and no focus, which gives us poor results. So the action here, make sure you define your pipeline clearly, monitor it, and work on the processes that you need to have in order to build your sales pipeline. Adequate cash buffers, a real problem. Favourite quote of mine from Andrew Russo, great accountant in Adelaide, is cash is fact, profit is opinion. So cash reserves, I guess, are the buffers that give you the flexibility to ride out the ebbs and flows of the market, and also stop you from making some really poor decisions that are based on cash flow, not necessarily the long-term sustainability of your business. So the action here, develop a plan with your advisor or accountant to build some cash reserves into your business. Avoid uncontrolled growth. This is often a major precursor to business failure. Uncontrolled growth is one of the most dangerous things in a business because it stretches all your resources, cash, people, customers, suppliers, everybody, and often the cracks appear, and it gets very tough. The great danger is that you actually grow so fast you run out of cash and then you simply stop, and there's been some fantastic examples of that. So the actions here is tighten up your financial controls and really scrutinise the opportunities that come along to make sure they're in your sweet spot and that you can really make some money out of them. So often you need to say no to opportunity in order to be able to capitalise on the ones you already have. I guess my final point is you need to take early action. Many people fail to take action until it's too late. So you need to set up some effective monitoring systems, plan for different scenarios that might arise. Do that planning in advance, and therefore you've already done the thinking when it's hard and when when it's not hard and when you're under pressure. And this makes it a lot easier to make some of these decisions about how you're going to handle certain situations in the future. So the action here is monitor, plan for different scenarios, but take immediate action when required. So they're just some simple strategies that I wanted you to focus on, really about business success rather than business failure. And I guess the question is really, which one do you need to start working on immediately in your business? Because I'm sure you're not across all 9 of those. Thanks.